Hey everybody, it's your girl April Marie, and I am so excited to be here. Another year on Handle Her With Care podcast. So today we are unpacking some amazing, fun topics, right? Dating 2026, the faux pas that are happening. Everybody's coming out with all this stuff like, this is what you need to be doing. This is who you are. This is what you should say. This is what you should wear. This is how you should look. This is how you should respond. And we're going to debunk some of these myths and we're going to bring it to the forefront because there's nothing better than having someone who you can be intentional with, someone who you can share your life with, and be completely open, honest, transparent, and just have fun with, right? Right. So before we dive in, I just want to give a shout out to 661 Creator Space. This is the place where I record my podcast. If you don't know, you better ask somebody. Is everything, okay? This is actually the owner of 661 Creator Space, Tavia Wooley. She is the bomb. And if you're looking at recording anything from a podcast, a documentary, anything that you need media, this is your girl. Okay, so I'm going to drop her information in the comments and in the link so that you have access to her and all of her brilliance because this place is amazing. Also, shout out to my show sponsor, myhairhoney.com. We are revamping the site, so it is not back up and running yet, but it is coming soon. Okay, so we are restocking, we are revamping, we are completely rolling out a new product overhaul. Like, it's going to be incredible. So I'm very, very, very excited about that. So stay ready because it's coming. So myhairhoney.com, don't sleep because it's everything. And so with that, let me just identify myself in this new year. I am April Marie. I am a self-care coach. I teach women how to care for themselves from a space of restoration and not resentment. What does that mean? That means that after you've given, after you've loved on, after you have stroked egos, right? Excuse me. After you have worked, after you have given, and there's nothing left, that is not anyone else's fault but your own. You deserve a bathroom break. You deserve a birthday celebration. Yes. You deserve time alone. You deserve time to restore and regain your power so that when you do come and you're supposed to be a giver and you're supposed to be a lover again, you have access to that. When you have given it all to other people and you've never given it back to yourself, the way that you give, like I'm an intentional giver. Yeah. When I give to other people, it is with the same energy in which I give myself, which is why it is felt so deeply. And then I was often irritated with others when they didn't reciprocate. Mm-hmm. Well, this is why I'm shutting that down. The way you treat yourself is the way that others will treat you. Yeah. So if you treat yourself poorly, if you don't care for yourself, if you're not intentional with how you show up for yourself, what you wear, what you read, what you eat, what you do with your physical body, then why would anyone else give you any time of day? They won't. They will dismiss you just the way you've dismissed yourself. And so that is no one else's fault but your own. And so you need to go ahead and get rid of that, throw those old ideas away, and get into you. Remember you, the things that you desire, the things that you need, so that you can go and continue to be great in the world because we need you. Okay? All right. Now that I have cleaned house.
Right? I'm like, ooh, okay. We've been told.
Yes, 2026, baby. What? We're not leaving no crumbs on this table.
None.
Absolutely not. So please welcome my special guest today, Tavia Wooley.
Hey, thank you for having me. I'm very excited to be on the show, be back in the pink chairs. And then this episode's topic. I mean, yeah. It's essential.
It's essential. And you know what's so crazy is on social media, I mean, we are real sharers.
Yes, we are.
We're real besties. I be like, sin. I should be like, sin. Oh my gosh. Ha, ha, ha. Oh my God.
That is us.
That's us. Yeah. So what is so funny is pretty much, I would say 80% of the reels that we send each other are about the new dating laws, right? Yeah. The new information that's coming across the platforms that is coming not from experts, but from people just like us.
Well, I'm an expert.
Okay, well, I feel like I feel like I am an expert, but I'm underpaid.
Right? Very
Okay.
Much so. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Because the information that I have, it's real. Like
It's
these are
real.
real experiences. This is not something that ChatGPT can help me curate.
Right?
Baby.
Yes.
I done been through all the ringers and I'm sick and tired of it. So that's why I'm changing up the game.
Yeah.
And that's why we're here to kind of debunk some of these crazy myths because they are crazy and get some clarity.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you are definitely an expert. And I really like that you highlighted the ChatGPT because I think a lot of folks are just, now listen, I love you some chat.
Me too.
Okay. Chatty be chatting.
Chatty be chatting.
Okay, chatty be chatting.
Chatisha.
Right?
Yeah.
However, it's clear that people are not bringing in the nuances,
right?
The humanity of it all.
Yes.
And giving space for like the reality of what our lived experiences are.
Right.
And so I think when we were, going back and forth about this concept and what we wanted to talk about, one of the things I was just like, listen, as someone who's newly becoming single in that process, I wanted to kind of see what the landscape was of like, how do I prepare? Because technically I've been married for like 20 years.
Yes.
I know I look 25.
Come on, 25, melanin
right?
snatched, yes.
Right? But I wanted to know, like, what is the game like now?
Right.
And so, boy, was I overwhelmed.
Oh, my God.
By the rules, the this and the that, the podcast, the people who are doing think pieces.
I know.
On relationships. In fact, no shade, actually. Another podcast that films here, actually, they're more like a talk show. They film here and they had an episode on dating. And I remember they asked for my feedback. And, if you don't know me yet, I'm going to shoot you straight.
Shoot it straight.
And so if you ask, we're ready for it. And I was like, y'all was talking a whole lot about relationships, but didn't nobody give their credentials as to why anyone should listen to you about relationships.
About it.
And not that saying you had to have been in like long-term relationships or have these superficial metrics.
Right.
But it would be nice to know, like, yeah, I've been married.
Right.
It worked. It didn't work. Here's what I learned.
Yes.
Or I've been in 2 serious relationships. This is what worked. This,
Yes.
But people have opinions, and that's the beautiful thing about freedom of speech.
Yes, it is.
That's the beautiful thing about being a human, right?
Opinions.
Yeah. But in this day and age of these parasocial relationships,
right,
and how the internet has made things so much more accessible,
right,
I think there is a need to combat misinformation.
Absolutely.
Because the reality that we're living in is getting more and more distorted.
Yes, it is.
And I am, that I'm an elder millennial, so I grew up legit with the internet.
Absolutely.
I love the internet.
Yes.
Love it. Love social media. Love everything. Back when there was AOL and Prodigy. If you know Prodigy, then I've just dated myself.
Okay, that's all right.
But to see how things are just so misconstrued,
right?
Especially when we come to dating and relationships. It's and then I wonder where I don't know. I seen you worlds where people are like, "Oh, the '90s kind of love." Yes, that '90s kind of love. We didn't really have the internet. We didn't have no social media. It was some flaws, but for the most part,
right.
It was just
it was more. It was real. There was a thing with body language, facial expression.
Yes.
It was more
giving that look.
Yes.
That look.
Yes.
The look.
First of all,
yes.
I melted because I just had a look.
Right?
I just met a look. And I was like, oh my God.
Yes.
It's back. I'm about to have a 2026 90s kind of love. I know it.
Yes.
Because I've already experienced. Come on. It ain't nothing. 6 is one creative space.
Right? Ooh,
what we talking about?
Okay.
Yeah. I'm about to, I know it. I can feel it. Yeah. And so there was something like that at that time. And that's the difference. And I also feel like the people that are dropping the information now don't even have the experiences that we've had. 1, 2, they're just more vocal about the limited amount of experiences that they have had. And then 3, they have the bigger platforms in which they can promote this jargon, this narrative, and it's not true. A lot of it is not true, and you can apply it.
Right? You know, especially anyone who's saying all of anything, all men, all women, all black, all this, you're immediately wrong.
Immediately.
You don't know all of anything.
Right.
You don't know all the men in the world. You don't know all the women in the world. To make drastic generalized statements like that
huge
is, you know, dangerous. And I do mean dangerous.
I do too.
Like
it's irresponsible.
It's very irresponsible. Yes. Just like I don't know if there's a law, but there's this concept that you shouldn't or you can't yell fire in a crowded building because of what would happen.
Right.
Well, social media unchecked, unfiltered, is essentially yelling fire in a crowded building. Absolutely. And we have people acting and behaving in ways that have repercussions. The ripple effect is real.
It is real. And it sucks, especially if you're in a vulnerable state and all you can think about or all you're ready for is love, and you're maybe young or even me. Like if I'm in a vulnerable state, what is that, the luteal phase of my period? And I am like down in the dumps, like I want a man to date. I don't know about tomorrow, right? Because I like my house, but
right now.
Okay. Then And I'm scrolling and I get into a deep funk scroll. I'm like, I'm doing it all wrong. No, look at look at who you're listening to.
Yeah.
It's foolishness.
It really is.
Now, God bless them because they're doing it and they're making it happen and they're getting the viewership and the sponsorships and whatever else, but it's not authentic. So we wanted to bring you some authenticness, okay? Yes. Something authentic, something that you can feel here today. So let me just give my credentials just because, you know, here we go. So I started, you know, dating when I was in high school, and I had a long love and when I was in high school, which people call it puppy love. I don't think it's puppy love. I think it was very real. I know it was. And so anyway, that's been my gauge of like kind of relationships and love since then, because it was a long lasting relationship. And, you know, I've dated intentionally because that's how I was raised. I was raised, my parents been married for 40 something years, 45 years. And so I was only raised to kind of be a wife and a mother because that's what I was taught. My mother did not teach me how to date. So I had to get nicks, cuts, bruises, beat downs, not physically, thank God,
right?
But just emotionally going through the trenches of trying to figure out men and me. And what does that look like for real? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And so now at the ripe age, post-divorce, post-baby daddy, right? All right. We getting in there. Now I know what I want, what I will not have, what I won't settle for. And yeah, I'm fine if it's just me. And here's the other side of it. When no one is sharing. It's like, okay, yes, we all want to say my man, my man, my man. But my me is very serious. Like, I'm really serious about me. I don't care if you have millions of dollars. If you are stingy, what does it benefit me? Nothing. I could be dating a man who is fine as hell, sexy than a month, okay?
Right.
But if you are only concerned about you within this relationship, what does it matter? You're not even showing up here with a servant's heart. So what do I need you for? I don't. Yeah. Stop settling. So dating advice from April Marie, that's the first note from Self-Care Coach, is if it's not serving you, be content walking away, because what is it giving you? Yeah. Nothing. Sex? Oh my God. I got stores I could give you. You could get some sex. Let me tell you.
You can get some.
You can get some for yourself. You don't have to be even out here concerned about no man.
Nope.
Because if it's not serving you, back on up and walk away. And that's that. Okay, go.
Okay,
tell
so
me.
My credentials.
Your
we
credentials.
already mentioned the 20 years.
Yes.
And that's not a flex. I mean,
no.
I just want to say that's not a flex in no way. And I also just want to be in full transparency. That's the two different men. So,
yes.
And as someone who grew up in a single parent home.
Okay.
And my mother's idea of relationship talk was don't have sex, don't let a man hold your hand. My mother, she said, I don't know if your mother, but she's like, if a man does this while holding your hand,
no.
you know. So that was my
I
mother.
actually love that because my mother didn't teach me none of that.
Okay,
She was like cooking, cleaning, put your
that's what I got. She was
okay.
like, my mother was like, stay away, basically.
Okay.
And also, my mother got pregnant when she was 16.
Okay.
Had my brother at 17. So her frame of reference was like, nothing good really comes out of this. So stay away.
Yeah.
And so I too have a lot of bumps, bruises. And so it's interesting that you said, the puppy love, the long-term relationship in high school. So I had what I would call high school sweetheart. He might not call it that now, or maybe he would. I don't know. Was the person I ended up having my first child with. And I can reflect now after a lot of healing, therapy, because that's also my advice is go work on yourself first.
Go.
Right? So you don't hit these road bumps.
Right.
But I think he was the first person I actually loved and thought of in terms of love, and how he treated me in those years was actually amazing.
Right.
That relationship, or the things he did to show he cared and loved, are kind of like my point of reference.
Okay.
And I have yet to experience that again. And which is kind of crazy.
It is crazy.
But I would also say that person got the unfiltered, very vulnerable, open version of me, where I'm like, oh,
exactly,
just everything.
Yes.
Now I'm much more like, because it ended
poorly,
very, very, very horribly. But I can at least reflect before we got to that part, very fondness. I remember, actually, I was speaking to someone this weekend about this person. They were talking about they went to a Lakers game back when it was at the Forum. And I was like, oh, I've never been to a Lakers game. And they were like, what? You never been to a Lakers game? So we were teenagers. He had his parents buy us tickets so we could go to the Lakers game. Right?
I love it.
Today, if that happened, I would still be like,
oh, yes.
How sweet, just
sweet.
Being attentive and paying attention.
Right.
And I'll share one more thing that this person did, because this was peak. Like, I would be wooed if someone did this. I was away at college. They were here. And I used to go to the mailbox back when we would send regular mail. And I was so homesick.
90s kind of love. Okay.
Right? I was so homesick. And so I was hoping I would get mail just because I was homesick. And I was on the phone talking to him, and I mentioned something like that. And so a few days had passed, and then I went to the mailbox, and there was a letter from him. And then the next day there was another letter, and then another letter. And so he had wrote me letters and started sending them. So every day I would get a letter from him.
Right. I love that. Amazing.
What?
Yes.
You do that now, I'd be like, what you want?
Right.
You
Anything.
want some kids? Well, I can't be kids. But what you want?
Whatever.
Right?
We'll figure it out. Yes.
And also I remember his parents had got like a $300 long distance phone bill because I was in Michigan.
Wow. Yeah.
And he was calling. So that is my point of reference, and I've had to learn the hard way. But as I mentioned, my tip is, I think I could have missed out or missed these big potholes in the road if I had worked on myself or better understood myself.
Absolutely.
And I think that is the point. None of us are learning anything, really.
Right.
We're all experiencing life for the first time.
Yes.
Right. And by the time our parents had us, they've already experienced life. And that version of them as new parents, they're learning for the first time. So there's a lot of things they don't even think they need to tell us. And so I think the dating advice is so concrete at times,
right,
without considering that none of us really know anything. Like, we don't. And we don't allow for us to be humans.
No.
The complexity of our emotions, our feelings.
Yes. It's broad.
It's broad. We say we want to be regulated, emotional maturity. What does that really mean? When did any of us get taught what emotional maturity
We didn't.
mean?
And then how is it supposed to be actualized within, like, by the time I look at this reel, I'm going to figure out what that even looks like, means. No, I'm just going off of whatever small example that you set and that you said, and now I'm running with it. I want a man that's emotionally mature. What?
Yeah, girl.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
What does that even look like?
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean to you?
Yeah.
You don't even know because you are not emotionally mature.
Right.
You have not done the work to be that way.
Right. To understand that concept and, and what it means to put it into practice.
Absolutely.
And the other point is we spend too much time talking to our girlfriends. Love you.
Love
tremendously.
you. Absolutely.
But I got a therapist.
Hello.
Also, 2 years. I love her.
And
I love
need
my
her.
therapist. Yes.
Yeah.
I don't play about her. I don't miss my appointment with her. I will miss other things, but that appointment,
yes,
I won't miss. And it was really those 2 years of working with her through my mother's grief, through deciding to ultimately leave my marriage, understanding who I am and what I want, and that I've been conditioned by narratives that were never really about me.
Right, no.
Like, and then now as I am becoming single, right? There's a process. I am like, I hear all the advice because I follow a whole bunch of dating posts.
Me too.
Right? The white guy, all right, the white heterosexual guy. I follow the black sister who's single herself. I follow the our fairy godbrother who's a brother in gay and
we about to dig into that.
All,
so
right,
yeah,
all the people
sorry, baby.
follow all the people. So I can't wait to talk about like the perspectives, and how sometimes I'm like, I hear you, but based on my 45 years on this earth, where does that show up?
Where does that show up? And it's just, I just don't trust it. I feel like I've done all the things. I've done them all before they were even talking about them.
That's true.
I have been at the bar at the Ritz-Carlton by myself at the Four Seasons at the bar. And I have bought myself drinks because no one else showed up. Because remember, that's the idea.
Yeah.
You're going to show up and you're going to be cute.
Yes.
And you're going to just sip cocktails. And then there's going to be a man, of course, because you're so beautiful, that's going to lurk up alongside you and be like, hey, excuse me, what's your name? And this whole idea that's in your head, this monologue or this dialogue.
Right.
The bartender's going to nudge his head over. It's a movie. It's a movie. It is not. I have sat at the bars.
Yeah.
I have done the things. I have been at the restaurants. I have gone to the movies by myself.
Yes.
Thinking, oh, there's going to be a single man that walks in and buys popcorn and then says, what are you having? And then I say, a popcorn and, a Skittle. I don't know, an M&M. Okay, well, I got you. Okay. And then we sit a seat away from each other and learn. It's a book.
It's a movie, but
it's a novel.
It's playing out in my head. I'm like, I think I've seen this before.
I've done it all because of my own. Really, I have an expressive imagination.
Yeah,
and I love and I love romance, and I used to read a lot of erotic novels. And I probably gonna get back into it because times are rough.
I have not read one yet.
Ever?
I grew up churchy.
That's okay.
Remember, my mother said, "Stay away from all."
You
these
said
things.
churchy. I grew up churched, and I was in the books like, can't wait to get nasty. Can't wait. I couldn't wait, baby. So no, but seriously, I have done the things. I have dated myself very well, and so then why have I allowed men to date me less? It's because I was raised as a wife. And so when I think of what that is, you as a wife, you're accepting your husband as he comes home and he's tired. So it's okay. Like the right. So hold on, the old school wife, not a new school wife. So you gave a new school wife expression. An old school wife is a little more docile. And she's just like, well, baby, okay. Well, daddy's tired. We'll do something that's so I have been very accommodating, overly like not I have not been dating. I've been wife.
Okay, but also
acting wifey.
So my new wife expression is it's coming from more of a place of I'm assuming.
Yes.
Because I have to catch myself, right? I'm assuming that in that scenario that you talked about, the husband, your father, and you don't have to give any details, but my assumption is when I hear that is he's a provider, he takes care of,
Period.
He's loving, nurturing, and all those things.
He is.
If that was a scenario I experienced, I'd be like, the house is clean, food is made,
Yeah.
kids are clean and smiling when he walks through the door. He gets a
Right.
break. Leave it to Beaver. I am Joan. But was it
Absolutely.
June Beaver? I don't know what the woman's name is,
I
but
don't
I
know
will
her
be
to, yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So
Same.
my response was like, that is not what I had, and I'll be damned
If it ever.
if I do that.
Right.
And I
And
didn't
I'm
get
not
that.
getting that.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. And I'm not saying my dad, that is exactly who my dad is, even to date. And then my mom, though, she's just so sweet. Her fragrance that she leaves in the room is sweet.
She is sweet.
And so in this dog eat dog world of dating, if I have that lingering fragrance of sweetness, it gets gobbled up by the the vermin,
Right.
by the idiots, right? It's not.
Well, not everybody.
It won't be everybody because I have boundaries.
Yes.
And I have created safe space for myself. And I now know, like, okay, this is who you can be giving to, and this is who you need to walk away from.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. We don't have to stay places. We can walk away.
That is the beauty of modern dating and being a woman in 2026.
Yes.
Because there was a time,
choices.
Right, where we legit did not have choices.
We didn't.
So, yeah, I'm thankful for, I don't know if it's feminism. I'm just thankful that rights have evolved. I mean, they backtracking a little bit right now.
Right. They're trying to. They're trying to take us down, but
I mean,
we will not be defeated.
we will not.
We will not. Okay, so let's get into some of our people that we listen to. Okay, so dating coach Anwar, our fairy godbrother, who we love.
Yes,
we love him. He's definitely going to give you the information. I don't know yet if a lot of his things are 100% applicable. I know that he does have a lot of clients that he's coached into a lot of interracial relationships. That's his thing. He's like, honey, do not think you have to stay with these black men because they do not want to date you, basically. And so one of his rules is don't initiate a text until, as a woman. So as women, he says that we are not supposed to initiate a text until after date number 3. What do you think about that?
Oh my gosh.
I don't want to live in bondage. If I have something to say after date 3, you're already like my bestie. Like we go together. Like kind of
real bad.
Like I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to talk to him.
Right? That is so what?
I don't know. I think that
girl, in high school we were sending notes back and forth to each other between classes.
Yes, we were.
What?
I know.
Why would we wait to the 3rd date to initiate a text?
Yes.
Now, I could see if it was a low effort man.
Right.
I guess. I don't know. This is where I get hung up on. Like, what if the person is busy or they too want to see
exactly
if you're interested in them.
Right.
And,
well, I guess that's the legwork we are not supposed to be doing as women. So this is his whole platform is built on us being soft and not initiating or doing anything
but
like
how
first.
come initiating is not being soft? If in your scenario of your mom and dad, I'm sure she initiated things all the time in her softness to show him that she was attentive to his needs and thinking of him and being nurturing.
Yes.
So why now is initiating something as simple as, I was thinking about you today.
Exactly.
But it can't be done until after the 3rd date. But what if the 3rd date doesn't happen for like a month?
Right.
That's a long time.
That's a long time of him tripping, thirstily running, trying to grab at the back of your skirt. Hey,
like
can
you Jesus.
You're him.
Like
yeah,
you just need
exactly.
to touch him.
You walking on water and he is just sinking, trying to grab at your him. I don't know. I'm here for reciprocal energy.
Yeah.
I'm not saying put yourself out there. I'm not saying ask him for the first date. Yeah. I'm saying I will put my hair behind my ear. I will smile and then be like, hi, if I see you and I think you're attractive, but I'm 41. I'm really not here for the games. I am seriously looking for an intentional partnership, somebody that I can grow older with and that I can enjoy this life with that I have built And then pieces of the, the life that he's built, and we can incorporate them and make it even bigger.
Something that made me think of, I don't know if you have Trill AC down.
I don't think so.
Oh, Trill.
Trill. Yeah.
He said
Trill
a grown woman won't have you chasing her.
He did say that. I saw that.
And that resonated really tremendously with me. I'm like, yes, because why are we doing this chasing thing? But I also want to acknowledge where you're like, I put my hair back and I smile. That is initiating communication, nonverbal cues. Nonverbal cues. To him, hey, I like what I'm seeing. Yeah. Please come over and be receptive. And, our other favorite dating person is Taylor Love. And he does mention, he kind of leans into the man brain. And he said there's a book.
Yes, love him.
And that, a lot of what men and women are doing we're really responding to our primal instincts from like the hunter and gathering days. Yes. And so a man is going to hunt. Yes. And we need to let them know we're willing to be hunted or to come and approach us.
Exactly.
So again, we just named three.
Yes. 3 different perspectives as well.
3 different perspectives. And I almost feel like
and they're all men.
Interesting.
Okay.
Right? Uh-huh. Yeah. They're all men really dictating what women are saying, what women should be doing.
Yes.
Which I don't know.
I don't know about that either. But let me tell you, I also like to watch National Geographic. Okay, it comes across my Instagram feed as well. Mm-hmm. And so
You're so well-rounded.
As well. Exactly. My feed is giving. And so what I notice, because I love lions, and so what I notice is the female lion, and I always be watching it like, yes, that's me. That's me. Like, she will come over and she'll like rub her mane across his, and then she'll like walk away. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, God, dog it, girl, you better do that. You better work.
You better do it.
She will walk away and he will get up and look like, oh, okay. Let me go over here and talk with her. And when he meets her by the little watering hole, and he plops it down and he just be looking at her and he'll start licking her. I said, that's what I'm talking about. That's that good action.
Right? That
Why?
She was clear.
She was clear.
Like, I'm interested in you.
I'm interested. Mm-hmm. But it was subtle. It was soft. It was not aggressive. She didn't stand in his face and growl. Yeah. She didn't do any of that.
She went to go get her Mufasa.
Listen. Hey, she sat that thing right next to him too, and was like, "Okay, now what are we doing?" And that's the energy.
Yeah.
Right. So I think that is I'm gonna debunk that myth. It does not take no 3 dates for you to reciprocate the love energy. I think that it's a beautiful thing when you go on a beautiful first date, and I'm not speaking of trash encounters.
Yeah.
I am not talking about the man who sucks. We all know him. We are not talking about him. In any of these examples, are we going to be talking about anything that we don't want?
Right.
So hear me. The bar is raised and it is set. The standard is set. It's no go backs. Right. So I'm not ever going to be talking to you about a low energy, a low effort, a low commitment, somebody who's wishy-washy. That's not who we're talking about.
Amen.
I'm talking about a grown man who understands value, beauty, who understands effort on our end to be be this.
Yep.
What? Okay. So that is who I would rub my mane, lioness, against his and walk away and see what that doer. He's a doer. He's a provider. He gonna come right up and do exactly what he's supposed to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also just want to, add into this context that some men have evolved, right? Mm-hmm. It's not just being stoic, the provider, but also tapping in and acknowledging that they too need affirmation.
Yes.
Acknowledgement.
Yes.
That they're on the right path or the right track. Mm-hmm. So I think it's imperative when we do encounter good men, who do the things, that we initiate some type of like communication to them saying, I see you.
Yeah.
I enjoy this.
I love this.
This is all good. And, without waiting 3 days. Because we just talked about some of our dating resume, right?
Right.
And it ain't been all that great.
No.
We also are assuming men don't have good dating You know,
It's
like they don't have bad experiences
right,
too.
right,
They
right.
do have bad
They
experiences
do.
with women. There are women who prey on men to be the typical gold digger, and I
Right.
mean like very exploitive.
Exactly.
An exploitive type of woman, or an emotionally abusive woman. We keep
Absolutely.
acting as if men don't have the same life experiences
Exactly.
we have,
Right.
and
And they
so
do.
and they do. And so if they've dated 3 bad women, they might be a little wary of coming
Yes.
and dating you because they're like, well, the last 3 started
Yes.
off great
Right.
because we are seeing things based on our lived experience.
Absolutely.
And so sometimes when I hear women say, well, I'm not like the rest of them, but he doesn't know that yet.
Yes.
If you walk like a duck, talk like a duck,
Yeah.
I'm going to think you're a duck.
Can I also add that it's one thing if there's a gold digging woman. Okay, that's and I do have a reel about being a gold digger and that I am a gold digger, but I dig for my own gold and that men would want to be with me because I understand gold. I know how to multiply gold. So if you have it, in which those are the only men that we're speaking to, if you have, it, then yes, you will want to be with a woman like me because I understand the concept of money.
Right.
I'm not going to bleed you dry and drain you down and leave you with nothing.
Right.
I'm a multiplier. Duh.
A good woman is.
A good woman is.
Not just a taker.
Not just a taker. So hear me when I say that you comparing a good woman to a woman that you have allowed to take you for all that you're worth, that to me, that's also unfair.
Yeah.
So you're holding us to a standard in which you have experienced some negativity. You have went after the young, right? Lash wearing, booty having, lip fillered.
Ooh.
You went after that and you lead your conversation with me and you say, yeah, I like, I don't want no gold digger. Okay. And I don't want no woman who's only here for the money. Okay. That was never, that's right. Who are you talking to and why? That's not, okay. So you're taking that one experience or those experiences, but then when you talk to me, you're like, oh, I want you to see my big old house. I want you to see my big old car. You see this leather seat that I got? I don't give a damn about your leather seat. I don't give a damn about your big ass house because do I live there? No.
No. And I think that's a good point. This is where those blanket statements, right? So those type of scenarios are typically with a certain type of woman. Right? You got to be clear that the woman you're currently talking to, that does not even look like her.
Doesn't even look like her.
When I think of gold digging women, the exploitive kind.
Sure.
Okay. I don't typically see women who are business owners, highly educated, career oriented, whatever, really chasing after anyone's money.
Right.
I see usually women who probably were told you're beautiful.
Right.
And you got to use your looks to leverage for men. Now that's reality. Some women are being trained.
Yes.
To get a man who has money. I mean, I'm fortunate my cousin will probably never watch this podcast. Because what I'm about to say is I remember my cousin giving me dating advice about a particular ethnic group of men.
Yeah.
And she said, you just have to look pretty for them and they'll give you whatever you want. And I remember, I think I was 17 when she told me that. I remember thinking, but don't you have to owe them? Especially when I would see the men that she was talking about. I'm like, oh, I don't know if I really want to do all that. But nonetheless, these men need to know that a woman who has her own is probably not going to come to exploit you.
Right.
Like, stop dealing with women who their only leg to stand on is their physical beauty. I mean, and stop entertaining them kind of chicks.
And then stop leading with that. You say you want something different, sir. You're saying you want a woman of virtue, a woman of, excellence, a high standard woman. Then you wouldn't lead with, yes, I got this Gucci watch. What? I don't care. No. Can you communicate well?
Right.
Are you dependable? Are you kind?
Are these older men and younger men?
Both. Both. Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
But I will say mostly older because I don't really fool with young.
Okay.
I haven't in the past. Everyone pretty much that I've ever like really dated has been older, which is discouraging because I'm like, what was y'all learning? Y'all not 90s kind of love? What's wrong with y'all?
No, I know, but and they sure enough did live as an adult through
They
the
did.
90s.
They
So
did. What are you doing? What changed? What has happened? I don't know. Okay, but I am Danzor. It was a meme.
Okay.
So no, I don't know. It's here, but it's DANZOR. Okay.
Okay.
He says, I am not ashamed of responding fast or double texting. I want to talk to you. I am an adult.
We love them grown.
We love them grown.
Very grown. And I've subscribed to these rules that
say there's a rule. Like, okay, if you double text, you're thirsty. If you text too fast after a date, you're thirsty.
Now, I think you're thirsty if you or text me, send me a pic. I want to see you. I like your lips. Like,
right.
Well, I feel like when we have not been physical.
Yes.
And it's a very physical oriented text.
Right.
I do feel like you're a little on the thirsty side.
Absolutely.
It's like we didn't even go there yet.
We not.
I didn't even initiate the conversation.
Right.
So, but yeah, I love a person when you respond. I'm like, oh,
yes.
I feel seen and heard.
I feel seen and heard.
Especially since texting is now the new form of communication. I mean, It's not new, but we used to have to pick up the phone and call people.
Right.
Right? Like, y'all remember phones, house phones before cell phones?
I do.
Yeah. So texting is legit a form of communication. And so if I was sitting in person with you and I ask you a question and you wait 5 minutes while I'm looking at you.
Right.
I'm going to feel some kind of way.
I am.
But
and rightfully so.
Right.
And because what you could also do as a communicator is, baby, I'm busy right now.
Beautiful.
I want to talk to you as always, but give me a couple of minutes to sort this out. Because guess what? He's a working man. He's busy. He's not fake busy. He's not out here scamming and playing the games. And playing with multiple women. He's legitimately building his empire because he ultimately wants his queen. And so if he's busy, it's understandable because he's building. And I have to be calm. I'm in that moment currently. But I have the freedom, right? I have the freedom to say, I'm I'm terrible. I'm a double, triple texter. If I'm thinking about you, I'm gonna be like, hey, okay, so this is what I was thinking. I know you can't respond right now, but I just wanted to say, this is my outfit. Do you like it?
So why I'm laughing so hard? Because I know.
Because at this point, I don't care. And when you get back to me and you say, baby, you look so good.
Right.
I was in a meeting and I was just cracking up at your text messages. You made my day. Great. That was the goal. A. B. I also wanted to be seen in my outfit and you see me. So I'm winning. Right. And 3, we can love on each other that way. Yeah. And I think that that's important.
It is. I think it's very important. I think also there was, I don't know, I probably sent you the meme or reel where we all want a man who is building and doing something and doing great things, right?
Yes.
But what no one talks about is that man has less time to always be like engaging you.
Right.
I had a recent experience and I gotta, be discreet, but it's like, oh, like you're not paying attention to me all the time, like right now, like you're not. What?
Yes.
Oh, wait, you actually have a job and really do things.
Right.
That's wild.
Yeah.
I
thought I was the only one because in the past I've been the only one.
The only one. And that's real. And
yes.
That's an adjustment.
It is. It is. Yeah. When someone's coming above you and saying, okay, then I have to look at it like what I have to really hold, honestly, Tavia, is that I have been the only doer in any of these relationships. I have been the one holding the world up. And so I am now looking at my uplink like, hey, pay attention to me. And then I have to remember, why were these guys saying to me, you're too busy? Because I want to say that to him. I'm like, you're too busy for me. I'm not going to say it because I'm like, keep doing what you're doing, baby. Okay, you killing it. But I'm saying like, I want to say like, spend time with me. Those are the complaints that I've heard from the men. And what does that mean? That we were in reverse roles.
Yeah.
I was busy.
Yeah.
And you were complaining about my time. Not that you were here to supplement my time and now make me work less. You were just literally here to be like, mama, come home. I'm ready to see you. Why are you always working? You so busy. Why are you so busy?
Why
I just want some
my
time.
Life like that, April?
Girl, high five for thank God I'm not alone in this world.
Oh my gosh. For real.
For real.
That is, I don't know if you noticed I took a deep breath because I
did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like to be the one holding everything up, because that is quite honestly the complaints I would hear.
Right.
And I would always say in my head, I never said them out loud. Maybe once I said it. If I'm busy, that means you're not doing enough. And
I shouldn't be this busy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird.
But it's once I got it, I got it.
Yeah.
I understand now. Oh, if you're criticizing my schedule, you're not busy enough. Now, as a woman, I'm laying in the bed, and if I get a call and it's early and you're on your way to work and you're doing the things and you're like, oh, I love that you're able to rest. I'm like, yeah, thank you. Because usually it would be the other freaking way around.
Yep.
I'm on my way to the salon and I get a FaceTime call from somebody snug in their bed. What the TF? We haven't said the F on the podcast yet. We've said a couple of the others, but the F is, that's the 2026 might bring her out. Ooh. But no, it's just a no.
I remember one time it was like 4 a.m, 3 a.m, something like early. And my partner at the time was getting ready to go to work, you know, and it wasn't nowhere near time for me to get up and go to work. And I remember them basically being upset with me because I was still in the bed asleep. And I'm thinking, but I don't start work yet. It's not that I don't work.
Right.
It's just not time for me to work. But okay, you know, so it's all these things that I think these contexts, these life experiences is what shades are the glasses we're looking in when we're dating.
Right.
And I think men and women both have them.
I do
but
too.
I think the more we work on ourselves, the more we can immediately identify the good and bad. So like we're talking about the men who date exploitive women.
Yes.
There are a type, because women who are taking care of business and that aren't necessarily looking to be exploitive, right? And so you need to be able to quickly differentiate between the two types of women, or 3, 4. There's probably more types of women,
right?
But don't hold me to a type. I don't even fit this mold.
I don't fit that.
This type.
Exactly.
So yeah.
Exactly. Okay. Tasia.
Yes.
Okay, so it's Tasia SVX.
To put her out of business. Yes.
We are yet to put her out of business. Tasia is not coming to play with us, especially in 2026.
I love her content.
Me too.
I think it's a little bit more spot on.
She be doing her nails.
Yes.
Yes.
Y'all follow sis.
Yeah.
It's more, I'd be like, okay, I needed to listen to you 20 plus years ago.
20 plus years ago.
Would have saved myself a whole lot of, she's
so raw.
Raw with it.
And I just be like, ooh. But then I'm like,
I'm so, you know how sometimes she puts people names in the Ashley.
Yes.
I'd be like, I'm so glad I don't have a common name, so I'll never have to hear my name. Right. But she talking about me. But I'm so glad she can't be like Tavia.
Right.
I'd be like,
right. Yeah, yes. I know, because she brings it home and then she just leaves it on your door, and you could do what you want with it. So she says this is her new thing. Don't fall for the MMM, the magical monthly moments. When he plays games with your energy, and like, so he'll come in and then he'll be like, hey, baby, how you doing? And then your energy spikes and you're like chasing. Oh my gosh. And then he goes low again and then he disappears.
And it was bare minimum energy. It wasn't even
a lot.
Big shit.
No, it was not.
It was minimal.
Very minimal.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so she's saying don't fall for that, because it's a cycle, and it keeps you on the hook.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not for commitment. It's not high value. It is a very low energy, low frequency dealing. It is very like, as she says, run from it. Now, I agree.
Yeah.
And I'm quick to be like, I'm out of here. I'm known for that though. I'm a leaver. I'm a lover while I'm there, and then I will leave you.
I will leave.
Yeah,
Yes.
I will leave.
I have a shelf life.
I can't.
I'm out.
I'm not.
So with her, what I love about her, because you know how earlier in our conversation we were talking about we see these scenes in movies and books.
Yep.
And that's what we think, you know, she will snatch you out that book and movie so fast.
So fast.
So fast. She's like, listen, stop being in your head about this little story that you done.
Yeah.
Like,
concocted.
Look at it for what it actually is.
Right.
And like, it's so raw. Because a lot of us were told these fairy tales. Right. Like he's going to come and save us, or he's going to do this. And or we are holding on to like these very bare minimum energy breadcrumbs. He called me today.
Right.
Well, I mean, I thought
it's nothing. That means nothing.
Right. Nothing. And we then create this whole narrative of he's building a life for us.
No, he's not.
No.
The new one is, oh, he flirted with me today. And the girl was like, flirting is not a thing. Like, who cares? It does nothing for you.
Nothing.
You might talk about a man who flirted with you maybe for the next 30 minutes and then it's gone. Like, you want to like build a, what did they call it? It was, I'm about to tell you. It was not that they're flirting. It's building, shoot. Oh, I'm going to find it. Okay. It's in here. It's in here. Okay, but anyway, we're
building access to us.
It was building. Hold on, I got it here.
Okay, you got to tell us.
Yep, because I was very like I loved it. Okay, it was. Oh, flirting is futile, and tension is building. So you build tension. So the way that you build tension is by, yes, eye contact, right? And consistent conversation and consistent communion of like very deep things. That is building tension. That can go on long distance. Yeah. That can go on for months without physical touch. Because when you do touch, the tension is so like visible almost that you could cut that thing. Yes. So yeah, don't brag about flirting. Like, did you build an intentional tension with me? Because I love that. And that's my foreplay anyway. Like I'm a girl. If we're able to converse and then we're sharing thoughts and ideas and we're building and we're talking, and when we FaceTime, it's like, oh yes, baby, and this, and I was thinking that, and oh, I saw this and I thought of you because, and it's like, ooh, this is tension.
A man that pays attention to you and acts on it, which reminds me of the reel I just recently sent you. There's a creator. She's pretending to be a man who has so many words but ain't saying nothing.
I don't know.
Did you? What her opening line was, the guy, she's pretending to be the guy, right? Every time we on FaceTime, I always see these flowers behind you. You must really like flowers. Oh, those are tulips. They be tuliping. I was like, why do I know?
I bet they smell good, huh?
Right. Or the last one was, oh yeah, I'm hungry. You hungry? Yeah, that's crazy. Oh, I just passed up your favorite place. You know, the one you always talking about. Yeah, that's crazy. Just pass it up. So what you gonna eat? Like a man who.
What is that called? Is it? It's almost like it's. I don't know. I would say manipulative because it's giving the illusion,
right? The illusion, because it's like clearly he paid attention, right? But he ain't acted on not a darn thing, but he's got a smile on his face. It's
shucking and jiving.
Shucking. Oh,
There
that's
we
what
go.
it is.
There we
Shucking and
go.
jiving.
Shucking and jiving.
That's what it is.
Because what?
And it's so funny because the comments, all the women were triggered. We're like, we needed a trigger warning on this.
And we needed to hear this like all the years ago.
Oh my gosh.
All the years. Our guy Taylor Love says, okay. So he's been asking 100 men. Have you seen this?
Yes.
Okay.
I have some thoughts on this. Go ahead.
Okay. He's been asking 100 men about the different things that they look for in a woman that make them feel like, okay, this would be a woman that I would settle down with. Okay. And so he gives the 3 main questions that as a woman you can ask a man within your first date or first few encounters, and then it will help you to unlock like who he is, on a deeper level. So the first question was, what's your favorite color? Give me 3 reasons why. The second question was, what's your favorite animal? Give me 3 deep reasons why. And then the third question was, what was your favorite form of water? And then also give me 3 deep reasons why. So these are 3 questions Taylor Love, our guy on Instagram, who explains the man brain, like Tavia said earlier, has said these 3 questions with these 3 deep meanings will give us more insight. What are your thoughts?
Well, first off, and I do consume Taylor Love's content.
Yes.
One where he's interviewing the 100 men. Every time he leads with that, I'm always like, are you interviewing black men too? Because this is a white guy.
Yes, he is.
And I say that because let's be real, our experiences are way different. So I'm always, and also I'm a researcher and a scholar. So I come from a researcher background. So my brain is but are you interviewing black men, or are these all white men?
Right.
Because they're going to be looking for different things. We cannot not acknowledge that. So I'm always a little leery.
Right.
And then the other thing, those questions, I'm like that.
They seem so basic.
They so basic and superficial. Why can't if I am dealing with what I perceive to be a high value man, an educated man, who's built his life, his empire.
Right.
I'm just going to ask you straight up.
Right.
Like, why do I need to? I just feel like a man would just look at me stupid if I ask such a like dainty, airheady type of question. Yeah. Like, what? Yeah. So then this is where we have to take sometimes with these dating folks with a grain of salt. Are you creating these questions? Are these questions for white women? Because the way they enter the world is way different than how a black woman enters the world.
Right.
And I'll give an example. I had a friend, and our daughters were close in age. She's white, right? I'm not. And she wanted her daughter to play basketball. And she was like, and the reasons why was she wanted her to develop self-esteem, leadership skills, all those things, right? I was like, I said, well, I want my daughter to do cheer because I wanted her to be seen as feminine, to develop those sisterhood qualities and this and that. And then that's when I realized that's interesting. As black women, we have a tendency to be seen masculine,
right,
or very strong. And so as a mother, I want to make sure my daughter that's not her experience. So cheer might not have been necessarily the best thing, but it was. But I was like, let me put her in the things that I know are socially feminine,
right?
So she can kind of be in that environment as opposed to sports where black women have a tendency to be considered
aggressive.
So when I think of this real life experience and interaction, I'm just kind of like, when he's thinking about how women should be feminine, are you thinking of a white woman?
Right.
Because there's no way I can ask those questions without
What I will say is that when I hear him talk now, I speak in movies and my imagination gives visuals rather than like words. And I've learned over time that everyone processes things differently. So when I hear him speak, I rarely see it apply specifically to us black women. I always see a white woman doing this with her hair.
Yeah.
Whenever he speaks.
Yes.
Specifically about women. When he talks about men, I only visualize men that look like him.
Yeah.
Physically in all the ways, like shirt off, some weird tattoos of,
tribal
stuff.
And
you're not even tribal.
Or ethnic or
right.
Any of those things.
What I will say is asking those 3 types of questions, or those three questions, even if we were to take it for exactly what he said to do, I don't think that without a key to discover what the three things, the deep meanings are, right? Because when you take personality quizzes, there's always a key at the end. Yes. And so if I don't have a key to really validate what I'm hearing, then it's futile conversation. Yeah. There's no ending because I don't know how to gauge this. Yeah. What is the baseline?
What is it really? What are you
doing? What are we doing? So it's fine for just fun. Like if you just want to be like, so anyway, babe. Okay. So what's your favorite color? And why? I mean, I did ask my friend, right, we're dating. So my friend here could be another friend. Y'all don't know who I'm talking about, okay? And there's that. In scene. But my friend, I said, well, I think he asked me what my favorite color was first. And it's really, I think, only because he is attentive that he would ask me that. And so I told him my favorite color is purple. And I said, well, what is your favorite color? And he said his favorite color was black. And I was like, I freaking love that. So when he'd be like, hey, little black girl, I'm like, oh, because that's your favorite color. And I am black.
I love that. You're like, you're so excited about it.
Well, when you meet a grown-up who matches your energy, right? And I'm like, oh my gosh, like, then that's different. And I mean, it's not, like I said, he's not my man. I'm my me right now, but I am enjoying these moments, and hopefully we'll have a partnership and a relationship. That would be great.
Now you use the word, we're dating. What's dating?
I know.
Or are we talking? Remember we used to say talking. And then,
okay.
Well, I'm trying to get up to speed. Right. Because remember 20 years.
I think that.
Been off the market.
I think that we are dating because right now, like, the next girl says, what is her name? Let me see. Julie A. Mueller. She has a strict program. Okay. No roster, just intentional interactions. So I'm going to go ahead and say I'm dating him because I don't have anybody else that I'm talking to. I do not want to entertain multiple people at once because it's too hard.
Yeah. So thank you. I'm glad you brought that up because I feel like the roster thing is like the cool thing to say.
It is.
I feel like it's a cool thing to say, you're not hung up on one person. But gosh, trying to manage all the personalities and be, can't give anyone any full attention. Like, how will you be able to know who is real or not? So I do like that intentional, no roster, right? Intentionally dating, finding out if this person is your person. I really like that because we did grow up with a roster mentality. We did. The dating roster mentality, and it was fun when I was 20-some.
Yeah,
it was fun then. I can't imagine myself doing that now.
No.
Because as a grown woman who has businesses, children, I'm a change maker. Like, I do real big shit.
Really.
I'm not, I don't just do administrative tasks.
Right.
And no shade to anyone that does, but my work literally changes communities and how things work. Yeah. And so as a big picture thinker, I don't want to do all this small talk.
I can't.
Conversation, because I need to be focused on, did this policy get written and did we run it through the legislative process?
Right.
And are we gonna have our women's rights? I don't want to be like, oh, what's your color?
Right.
To 5 different men, and then have to try to remember
and then remember
it.
Honey,
who got time for that?
Nobody.
No.
And as a businesswoman as well, and then just trying to remember what today is, because I'm very busy and I have a lot of physical people that I come in contact with, not just as a hairstylist, but even just as a self-care coach, and then as a mother, and as a sister, as a daughter, as an auntie, as a what?
Yeah.
And then I have now 3, 4, 5 additional people that are needing my attention, affections, and warmth. To try to remember all of their things and still be authentic. Yeah. I can't. So I have to zero in. If it's not working for me, I will leave. Know that. And then
Fairly
I
early
don't
on. You
have,
won't waste your time. Yeah, no,
no,
that's smart.
I gotta go. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, this is feeling.
Yeah.
And then I just leave. And my clients and friends and stuff, they'd be like, what again? I'm like, yeah, another one bites the dust, because I
Actually,
refuse.
but I love that. So I think that's the last point I really want to like emphasize from my perspective is that's the nuances, right? The social constructs are saying we got to stick it out, ride it out.
Yeah.
But as humans, like there is our intuition is saying this doesn't feel right.
Right.
Or there is no alignment.
Come on.
Why will we stick around?
Right.
As someone who's stuck around,
Yes.
I can tell you,
yeah.
it don't really change.
No.
Like it doesn't. So don't do it.
Don't.
And I think, and now I'm gonna be even more mindful because I love how you share your experiences with me as someone who's, becoming single and understanding these things. I want to be mindful of the words I choose. Oh, well, again, another one, girl, like, yes, because as a human being, we have all these complex feelings, desires, thoughts, and ideology.
Yes.
And it's okay to not let someone stick
Linger.
around, linger.
Yes.
For what purpose?
Pulling.
I ain't gonna lie. I think I could say this without, I don't think that person will see the podcast. I got married the first time because everybody else was getting married. And I was like, oh.
Okay.
I literally said to myself, oh, I should probably get married because everybody's getting married.
Okay.
I actually had no real desire to get married.
Right.
But because everybody was getting married, and I thought something was wrong with me because everyone's getting married and I don't really have a desire to be married.
Yeah.
So I picked the person
social
who,
what do they call that? Influence.
Yeah.
Okay.
I picked the person who was borderline obsessed with me.
Okay.
But not a good person.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
No. So if we're going to date, I think if you're here's my little tip. If you got friends that are dating and going and, next one, cheer them on. Like that is clear. You have an idea of what you want and it doesn't feel right. And it's not aligned.
It's not aligned.
Because it is hard to work against the social conditioning we have.
Yeah, it is.
So for every woman or man who does it, who goes against the social conditioning, I'm so proud of them.
Yeah.
Because society, the peer pressure it's
real.
Yeah.
I was in a relationship at the top of this year and I even had him on the podcast. He's a cool guy. It wasn't
top of 2025.
Thank you. Top of 2025. Because we in 2026. First episode of 2026. And so at the top of 2025, I was in a relationship and it lasted about 3 months and fine, whatever. It's fine. He's a fine person. I don't have any complaints about him as a person. He's fine. We were not aligned. And so when I told him that we would no longer be together, I was very clear. I was very concise. Some might say cutthroat, and that's okay too, because I don't want to have time. I don't have time to waste, but I also don't want to waste my time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. And I can see, and I told him, and I told my son this the other night. I said, my favorite thing to say is that I know especially if I'm dealing with someone who might not have my same core values, I am going to get on your nerves.
Yeah.
I have qualities and standards and you may have them, but they might be on a different level.
Yeah.
If this is my totem pole and I have love and character and all of these different things on my totem pole and you have your totem pole and you have them exact, they're not going to fit. They're not going to fit. They're not in the same place. So if we are not aligned, I'm going to tell you. I'm not going to keep that secret from you. I'm going to get on your nerves and you are already on mine. And why should I have to live like that?
Right.
And why should you?
I love that honesty, that transparency. That's so real.
It's so
if I'd
real.
Learned that early on, oh my gosh.
Girl.
And then likewise, what that also means is we get to release them so that they can go find the person that really works for them.
Period.
Right? Like, because there was a time not too long ago where I just felt like relationships, because of my current situation or situation,
right.
I was just like, I don't ever want nobody. I'm good. This is horrible.
Yeah.
Right. But therapy. I was like, wait, that is no. And Taylor Love also said, because he was commenting how women were like, there's no good men.
Okay.
And he simply said, like, this person who said that was from New York, and they were like, say there's 8 million people in New York and 4 million of them are men. There's not one good man out of those 4 million. And as he said that out loud, I was like, ooh, okay, right. So then I changed my perspective is no, I think there is someone for me.
Yes.
So just like I believe there's someone for, my previous partners, it's just not me.
It's not
and
me.
It's okay. And I think let's be real about it and honest.
Yes.
And say we're really not for each other.
And how freeing.
Yes.
Yeah. And then nobody has to feel bad. I did not attack him.
Right.
I did not tell him he was this, he was that, he ain't this, he ain't that, because he ain't got. No, honey, you're great.
Right.
You're fabulous. It's us. It's just our chemistry is never gonna work.
Yeah.
And I don't want to live in a space of being annoyed. Yeah. And you shouldn't have to either.
Right.
Because of course, if I'm automatically off top trying to change you day one, like, is that what you're gonna? Is that how you're gonna? Is that what you said? Okay. Yeah. Why did you? Okay. Just off of the strength of not him being for me.
Yeah.
And that's it, without going too far, right? Because there's no reason to tear anybody down.
That's right.
I just want to say, when you know it's not for you, you gotta walk away. And then you have to be unapologetic about that and be content.
That's what everyone needs to be sharing on their dating platforms.
Yeah.
Is when it's not for you, there's no alignment, and you have to think about the changing.
Right.
Or you feel like you have to change yourself, or you need them to change. There's a possibility that's just not it.
It's just not it.
It's not it.
And then you might not be able to say, I got a man. No, you don't.
But you got your sanity. You got peace of mind.
Come on. You have joy.
Yes.
You can wake up and be calm and not be worried like, oh God, he called or text me. Jesus. Woo. I don't want to have that.
Yeah.
I want to be excited. Like, oh, he texts me. Because why not?
Why not?
Okay. So as we wrap this thing up, because this plane has got to land. We have so many other ones, but we're gonna have to come back. Are you down for a part 2?
Because there's still somewhere and
so many more. So many more. Okay. So as I say this, okay, this was something I pinned, and I know I sent it to you, but I'm gonna read it to you. It said, "Can you even be yourself?" We're talking about dating. When you're dating. Can you be yourself? Like the weirdo that you are, right? Because I know I'm a little bit weird, quirky. I have never been able to be comfortable completely with a man other than my siblings or my sons. I'm so excited to be able to be my quirky, fun, loving, nerdy self that loves quoting movies and singing songs and doing TikToks and whatever else that I want to do. My heart craves authenticity, and I like vulnerability. Thank you. Can you say it?
Vulnerability.
Thank you. And just release me into a safe that's soft enough for you to handle me with care. I'm excited and I'm waiting with anticipatory breath because I can feel it, I can touch it, I can taste it, I can smell it. So even though we're experiencing this heavy push of be independent, but be soft, but be this, but be that, all these things that are tacked onto us, it's adding confusion and it's adding stress. Yeah. So my advice is to write down, preferably in your soft space journal, okay, exactly what it is that you're looking to experience while you're dating, the feeling that you want to have, the support that you want to have, the love that you want to feel and have for real. Not just feel, but it actually needs to be present. And you'll know it when you have it. And so go ahead, what you got to add?
I love all that, right? And as you were sharing, I was thinking about for me and my current life transition and where I'm going and looking forward to.
Yes.
I think the big thing that really stood out to me is because I'm such a doer, achiever, I do everything big, it's on a grand scale, people are always watching.
Right.
But I often feel like people don't see me as a person.
Yes.
And so to meet and be around someone who just sees just simply Tavia.
Yes. Yes.
her insecurities, because a lot of people are like, well, you're confident. I am. I still have insecurities though.
Right.
To just see me as I am and not what I do.
Right.
And that has me most excited to meet someone who has the capacity.
Capacity.
Yes.
I have to whisper it again. Capacity. Can you hold me?
Yeah.
Yeah. In all of my excellence without me having to shift, dumb it down, be less, be quiet about the things that I'm experiencing, doing, being in this big old world. In your world, I am your princess, your baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's something that you can't achieve when you're trying to implement all of these lies and rules that it's just no. So I hope that this episode has helped you in debunking some of the dating myths and faux pas that are out right now that are really giving confusion and stress and making women and men pit against each other.
Yes.
And that's not the goal. The goal is to have partnership, to have love, and to discover life together. But you can't do that if you're always on opposing ends of this whole thing. So let's start working together. Okay. Let's start compiling information and sharing it with each other so that we have better dating experiences. And so let's see. Before you start dating and doing things for other people, remember that it's important to self-care. Handle yourself with care so that you can be kind, loving, sexy, sweet, and whatever in the partnership and the relationship that you're entering. Yeah. Okay? That's the goal, period. So what do you have to say about that?
Oh, I was like, oh yeah, you talking to me. Okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. So I have nothing to add but ditto, because that is real. And actually, as you were sharing that, a friend of mine's reintroduced me to a book, The 4 Agreements, and
The 4 Agreements.
The 4 Agreements.
Okay.
As I was reading it this morning, I thought about you. I was like, I need to tell her to read
this book.
And the first agreement is be impeccable with your word, and one of the premises under that is to be kind and give yourself grace.
Yes.
And to basically honor yourself. So yeah. I think that's the theme for 2026.
I think so too. Mm-hmm. Yeah. We're on a self-care ship, and it's launched for real on 2026, day one. Mm-hmm. I'm like, I'm not giving in to the pressures of, mom, hey, give me a second. Yeah. Honey, give me a second. Daughter, hold on. Yeah. Because I have to be well here and here. Mm-hmm. In order to fully function in the life that I have created. And it's a big life. And I'm thankful for that. Big and beautiful. So before I go, I do want to show you the journal and then also the book that I'm reading. Okay, so this is a soft space journal. You can get it on my website, aprilmarieholland.com. This journal is amazing. It's a bedside journal. It is life-size. It helps you to track how you take care of yourself. There are daily prompts that you can pick from in order to journal about. And I think that for me, it's created more authenticity in a world of where you're just supposed to be this pretentious robot walking around here. This has given me back like the softer side of who I am, really, and given me a lot of peace. And just, you would be surprised when you're just writing things down that the Bible is true when it says, write it down and make it plain. And so by making it plain, it's like you're speaking it out into the world to be exactly what you said. So that's why I encourage you to be affirming to yourself. That's why I encourage you to be good to yourself, because what you give is what you get. What you say is what you will have. And so here, get you one. That's great. And the book that I'm reading, along with so many others, I posted it on my Instagram, but this one is called 31 Prayers for My Future Husband. Ooh. Oh, right. So far, so good. I'm in it. So I'm currently reading it. But what I love is that she's transparent in the fact that it took her to restore herself and then learn how to pray and then learn how to pray for her spouse.
Oh, I'm going to have to go get that book.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, let me go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there are so many things that I desire and that I know I have so much to give, but I have to be reciprocated. Yeah. I cannot be a flower in the concrete another day. I cannot be a rose in the concrete. I gotta be surrounded by everything that would benefit growth and expansion and love and life. Yeah. I cannot be a concrete rose again. So that's that. So I'm praying that my future husband will be able to house me, like you were saying, right? Yes. And then cultivate this life of growth and for us, period. And that's that. So if you want to reach us on, because you do, on social media, how can people contact you, Tavia?
I'm on Instagram, Tavia.Wooley, Tavia.Wooley. And that's where you can find me, hanging out, chilling. You can find this podcast at handleherwithcare_podcast. You can follow me over at Instagram chillin' at rockstar_life, ROXSTARR_life. And then you can also please subscribe to my YouTube. Okay. It's a thing. Like, I need subscribers and you're here. So hit the button. Watching. Yes, watch. So Handle Her With Care podcast is how you can find me on YouTube. Please subscribe. Tell a friend. Pull up, like Rihanna said. Don't leave us out here. And we're going to come back with part 2. For sure.
Because this is very important as we navigate.
Because I'm going to share some real life examples. I think I'm going to be bold.
Okay. So that's what we're doing.
Yes.
All right. So next episode is real life. So this was more so what we've learned on social media, the different things, debunking some of those myths. The next episode, we will talk about real life. And that is being bold. And I'm going to jump in with you, babe.
Yeah.
And y'all going to be shocked. Like Miss April was being what? She did what? Yes. All right. Well, if you want to reach me additionally, or when you do want to reach out to me additionally, you can also contact me via my website, www.aprilmarieholland.com. And my email is also available with carepodcast@gmail.com. I love you. I appreciate you spending your day with me. And as always, remember to handle yourself with care. Bye. Mwah.